stock the shelves with what they need? Can I afford salaries? And how do I compete with the big box store down the road? That is exactly why we created Community Pay It Forward. Because in hard times, we need stronger communities led by people with bigger hearts. Our Shop, Click, and Pick program makes it simple. Every purchase at a participating small business supports a cause you care about. You shop, others thrive. Even when money is tight, you can still make a huge difference. You're not just shopping, you're supporting families, nonprofits, and your neighbors. That's the power of community. That's the power of the Community Pay It Forward family. When you join the Community Pay It Forward family, you will be seen, you will be remembered, and you will be a hero for people in need everywhere. You, your business, and Community Pay It Forward. Because no one needs to go it alone. When we all
In energy work, energy psychology, you're helping a person understand. We can get a little closer to what that pain is without being overwhelmed, without being frightened, and we can sort of look at it and take care of it. Because the whole thing about PTSD and other avoidance or difficulty in handling a memory is that we're trying to not see it. We're trying to just say, stay over there, stay back there, stay under the surface. And that in itself causes a lot of problems because nature wants to heal. There's healing inherent in nature. So
Hey there, friends. I've been thinking we all have our strengths, right? I can do this, but I'm not so great at that. I'm pretty good at talking to people, but I'm not so great at adding things into a website or app. Oops. I love speaking, sharing stories, but social media, all those hashtags and algorithms, yeah, that's a jungle I haven't quite figured out yet. Coming up with ideas that bring folks together? I'm all about it. Bookkeeping, let's just say numbers, and I don't exactly get along, but that's okay because someone out there is good at those things, and when we work together, magic happens. See, Community Pay It Forward has never been about one person. It's a program built by many to support even more. Every one of us brings something special to the table. We all have talents that make us great on our own. But imagine how much stronger we are when we bring all those talents together. That's what Community Pay It Forward is all about. Your skills, my skills, our hearts, working together to make a difference. So tell me, what are you good at? Let's find out together. Visit communitypayitforward.us and join the movement.
For 22 hours, we show up. Not for fame, not for applause, but for the ones who wake up every day and put everyone else first.
This is our 4th year. 22 continuous hours of real conversations, real stories, real hope. Voices that refuse to be silent. Hearts that refuse to quit.
Some are exhausted, some are hurting, some are carrying the weight of the world quietly, while still showing up for others. This podcast is for them.
On Sunday, February 22nd, starting at 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific, we go live for 22 straight hours to raise funds, raise awareness, and remind people they are not alone. If you've ever felt unseen, if you've ever given more than you had, if you believe compassion still matters.
This is your moment to stand with us. Listen, share, support. Because when we come together, hope gets louder, strength multiplies. Real heroes don't wear capes. They just keep showing up, tired, unseen, and still giving.
Join us live. Sunday, February 22nd, 4 a.m. East, 1 a.m. Pacific. Show up for those who never stop showing up for others.
Because no one needs to go it alone. When we all
come together.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to February. Welcome to, Footprints Forward. Not feeling very well. Had my injection yesterday. So, of course, my head kind of feels like uh, somebody filled it full of, I don't know, rocks that are covered in mud or something. So please bear with me. Today could be a very slurring show. It could be very, very interesting, but you know what? With your help, I can get through this. We are going to be talking, as we started last month, with celebrations of spirit. We're going to be talking about the things that people are celebrating this month. No matter what the religion, no matter what the culture, we're going to tell you about it. Why? Why not? Why not? Let's learn about some of these things. As I had mentioned last month, I knew that there were a couple of holidays coming up. You know, that we had MLK Day, and you knew that you had New Year's Eve. I didn't know about all the other holidays that people were celebrating. And I think it's a good practice for us as humans to take an interest in what other people's lives are affected by. Um, once again, I know that there are some people who are out there who completely disagree, and to those people, I say, well, I disagree with you. So I think everyone should have their choice. I think everyone should have the what's listed in our Constitution as freedom of religion. And I think that people ought to be given the right and should have the courage to celebrate their holidays as they see fit. We're also going to be talking a little bit more about Mission for Healthy Heroes, which is coming up in exactly 20 days. We need you to sign up now. Using the QR code over in the corner, you can get on, you can schedule yourself some time to talk to us. Let's get on, let's talk about your solutions, your stories. Let's get on there, let's talk about what you've been through and how you were able to defeat the unseen illness of mental health problems. Tell people about the struggles you're still going through. Maybe someone else has the solution to your problem or a suggestion for your problem. I don't want to say solution to your problem because that's not what we're here to do. We're not here to offer solutions. We're here to offer suggestions, give you ideas on what is out there. Um, I'm not going to allow people to say, you know what, you have to try this because it worked for me, so it's going to work for everyone. That's that's BS. I've always been one that well, I can't do it. You could, you know, hell, if I was able to do it, anybody can do it. Well, no, that's not true. Not everybody's ready to do it. So, but we're going to offer the suggestions of what's out there on February 22nd, 22-hour podcasting starting at 4 a.m. East until 2 a.m. East, or starting at 2 a.m. here in the mountain time, going until midnight. So we've got plenty of slots available for you to come on and tell your story. Please use the QR code, get in there, support us in any way you can. So let's get started with the February celebrations of spirit. Uh, Again, these are just talking about holidays that people are celebrating throughout the months. If you have a holiday that you celebrate and you'd like to come and talk about it, join us. I believe it's going to be, well, I don't have my calendar set up, but the first Monday in March, you can join us on the first Monday in March. You can come on and tell us about that event. I know in March you've got St. Patrick's Day. It's pretty much all I know. Well, my father's birthday, my son's birthday. So, you know, those are pretty important to me. But other than that, not much else is going on. So, February 1st, which was yesterday, was St. Brigid's Day. St. Brigid's Day, uh, which is, or Imbolic. This is a Celtic, pagan, Wiccan, Irish Christian celebration. So it's celebrated by quite a few people. Imbolic marks the halfway point between winter and spring. It honors it honors Brigid, the goddess, and the later the saint, symbolizing healing, creativity, the returning light, and it's a celebration of purification, new beginnings, and the quiet promise that brighter days are coming. One thing that I would like to say about this, you need to remember that a lot of the celebrations that we had around late December had a lot to do with the long nights, the long winter nights. There are certain times in across the pond in like Sweden where night runs for 18, 19, 20 hours. So these celebrations of light are something that is extremely important to them because they're in darkness for so long, for so much of their day. Today, it's Candlemas, Feast of Presentation Traditions. Christianity, this is a Christian celebration. This day commemorates the presentation of Jesus at the temple and the purification of Mary. Candlemas is celebrated with the blessings of candles, symbolizing Christ as the light of the world and the hope that guides believers through darkness. So, happy Candlemas, everyone. Tomorrow is Setsuban. It's Shinto or a Japanese cultural tradition. Setsuban marks the tradition or transition, into spring in Japan. Families cast roasted soybeans to drive away misfortune and invite good fortune. It's a joyful ritual of cleansing, renewal, and and preparing the home and the heart for a fresh season. Again, this is another one where you're trying to get rid of all of the bad from last year and prepare good for new, uh, looking at the new with open eyes, with newer eyes, with refreshed eyes. You're bringing in the light, you're bringing in a new year, you're bringing in a new feeling. I have to ask my son if he celebrates that. February 10th is the Lunar New Year. Lunar New Year, we did talk about in the Miracle of the Season. And of course, I'm going to have people calling me suspected spams because it's a Monday. So allow me to do what I should have done a long time ago and turn my phone down as a professional would. Lunar New Year is celebrated by Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism, East Asian cultural traditions. Lunar New Year celebrates renewal, family unity, and the turning of the lunar cycle. Each year carries its own symbolic animal and energy. It's a time to honor ancestors, release past burdens, and welcome prosperity and harmony. So yes, this is when you know what's weird is I love Chinese food and I love going to Chinese restaurants, and you used to always get the placemat that was that calendar. I don't get those anymore. I wonder why. I'm gonna have to find out why. So, but I always found those very interesting, but I never really looked at it too much. I think each and every time I would always look in to see what my birthday was and um my my birth year was and what current year it is. And always what the year of the snake was, because I was always a punk kid. So snakes enthused me, I guess. Maha Shivarati is our next one, which is February 13th. This is Hinduism. Mahashivarati is the great night of Shiva. Shiva Arati, a sacred night of prayer, fasting, and meditation. Devotees honor Lord Shiva as the force that destroys ignorance and brings spiritual awakening. It's a night of deep reflection and inter transformation. If you are out there and you know more about this holiday, I would love you to come on next week and talk to us about this holiday. Because this right here is a holiday that I think we really need. We need people to look within themselves right now more than ever. We need people to look inside and see our own warts and clear our closets before we start picking on someone else's closet. You can see all my information on the bottom. Please, if you celebrate anything like this, please connect with me. And again, I do want to say this. I am going to struggle with the pronunciation of some of these. I need to look at them for more than 10 minutes before the show, and I'm pretty sure I would be able to do a better job, but I'm going to struggle with these. And if I misinterpret something, if I miss a holiday, I need you to bear with me. This is the first year we've ever tried this, and I need you to come on and tell us about what we missed. Tell us about the celebrations. I will open up the airwaves for you to come on and tell us about what you celebrate, how you celebrate, and what the meaning is. I want to learn what your traditions were with all of these. So please, if we miss something, if I mispronounce the name, don't get mad. Come on and educate. It's a simple ask. Just reach out to me and we can do this. Ugh, this is the one that we all dread. February 14th is Valentine's Day. It's I'm not sure how much I believe this one, but this is of Christian origin. It is a global cultural celebration. Um, I guess it is originally honoring Saint Valentine's Day. On this day has grown into a worldwide celebration of love in all of its forms: romantic, familial, and compassionate. It reminds us that love is universal language that transcends borders and beliefs. So, if you look at it that way, you know what? It's a pretty damn cool celebration because, again, right now, we need love in our lives more than ever. We need people to take and really, really look at each other. We need to start finding value in each other, and we need to see each other for who we are, for what we are. We need to celebrate differences, and we need to absolutely appreciate what someone else brings to the party. Everyone has value. Everyone has a place in our world. And everyone should have the right to celebrate being who they are in this world. So, in the way that this was listed, I think I could like Valentine's Day. February 15th is Nirvana Day, Para Nirvana Day. I don't know if this is celebrating the band. I haven't read into it yet. If it is, I like them as a band, but I don't like them enough to celebrate them. Okay, it's not. I was joking. It is a Buddhist tradition, okay? Meaning is Nirvana Day. Commemorates the Buddha's passing into final nirvana. It's a day of meditation, gratitude, and reflection on what the hell is that word? Uh, impermanence. Impermanence. Practitioners focus on compassion, peace, and the path toward liberation from suffering. I kind of like Nirvana Day. February 25th is another one I'm going to struggle with again when I mispronounce this, please, I mean no disrespect, educate me. Reach out to me. I put my information out here so you can get a hold of me and you can tell me how to pronounce this. It's I have beginnings. I have beginnings. Baha'i Baha'i tradition, Baha'i faith, and I'm not sure what the Baha'i faith is. So I will look into that and find out what the Baha'i faith is. Of course, you may know this is a new one to me. I've never heard of the Baha'i faith. Ahayim Iha is a period of hospitality, generosity, and joyful giving. It prepares the community for the upcoming fast. These days celebrate unity, service, and the spirit of kindness that binds humanity together. Again, I love that. I will look more into that, and we may celebrate that day here on Community Pay It Forward and the Pack channels. In February, the date varies. We have Ash Wednesday. This is Christianity, and the meaning of Ash Wednesday is it marks the beginning of Lent, a season of reflection, repentance, and spiritual renewal. The ashes symbolize humility and the reminder that life is sacred and fleeting. It invites believers to return to compassion, prayer, and purpose. And good God, we need a lot of people to do that right now. So, another one that dates varies is Magha Puja, traditions of Buddhism. Magha Puja honors the spontaneous gathering of 1,250 enlightened monks who received the Buddha's teachings. It is a day of gratitude, ethical living, and the recommitment to the path of wisdom and compassion. Another date that varies is Isra and the Maharaja. It's an Islam tradition, and this is the sacred night that commemorates the Prophet Muhammad's night journey and ascension. It is a reminder of faith, devotion, and the profound connection between the earthly and the divine. Muslims reflect on prayer, gratitude, and spiritual evaluation. So, I wanted to welcome you all, and I would uh, like to join you all in celebration of this month's celebrations. If you have any um, advice on how to celebrate these, please join us. Once again, you can get all of my information below. It will help you to help us celebrate your culture and your beliefs. So, again, please bear with me on any mispronunciations. And just bear with me and help me educate. Help me by educating me. Now, as we honor these celebrations, each one a reminder of renewal, compassion, and the strength of the human spirit, we also want to turn our hearts towards the heroes among us. On February 22nd, 20 days from now, we will gather for a 22-hour podcast called The Mission for Healthy Heroes. It's a commitment to the protectors, helpers, and healers who often carry burdens we never see. We're asking everyone to dedicate just 22 minutes to watch, to participate, and to show our heroes they are not alone. Because when we come together across faiths, across cultures and communities, we create a world where healing is possible. Whether you're here to share your story, join us on the broadcast, become a sponsor, volunteer, or simply learn how you can make a difference, the form that you'll see right here, the QR code, and this form helps us understand how to walk with you, help to support you, and most important, how to celebrate you. So let me take a few minutes to guide you through it and explain what each section means and how it can help you choose the path that best fits you. Of course, the first section is going to be the basic information. This is the part of the form. It's simple. We ask you for your name, your email, your phone number. This is just so we can reach out, follow up, and make sure you are getting the support or the information you are looking for. Nothing complicated here, just the basics so we can stay connected. You see it in every form, so it's very easy. The second section is how you want to participate. You'll see a very important question, probably the most important question here. What best fits your participation goals? This is where you tell us why you're here. You'll see several options, and we'll take a second to walk you through each one so you know exactly what they mean. First option is share my story, be a guest on the show. This is where you can share if you're a veteran or first responder, law enforcement, firefighter, active service member, or a family member of a hero, or someone who supports our heroes, and you want to share your experience. This is your option. This is one we need you to help us with. Scan the QR code and tell us your story. You can tell us what you'd like to talk about. And you'll also find links to schedule your live appearance or record your segment ahead of time. Your story matters, your voice matters, and we're honored to help you share it. So please scan the QR code and help us tell your story. Become a family partner is the second suggestion. This is for the businesses who want to give back through the Community Pay It Forward program. If you're a business owner who wants to support families, heroes, and community members by simply doing what you already do, serving customers, this is where you can start. You'll find links to the Giving Partner Guide. And you can even schedule time for us to help you fill out your listing if you need assistance. Option 3 is to become a sponsor. If you want to support the mission for Healthy Heroes, get visibility during the broadcast, we have 4 sponsorship packages for you. Each package includes different levels of support, different levels of recognition, from your name scrolling on the screen to interviews to a logo placement to a 30-second spot every hour. There's something for you. You can choose the package that fits your goals and your budget, and you can upload your logo right in the form. The 4th option is a community option, watch option. You can join Things Network and Santa Papa John by giving us access to your YouTube channel, your Twitch channel. These channels that will allow us to broadcast all 22 hours. Share our mission with the people who follow you. This is a unique opportunity if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch, or Kick channels, and you would like to help us broadcast the event. You can allow us to stream the show from your channel. We ask for a $100 contribution so we can take and promote your channel to the best levels we can and show your support. This helps us reach more people, and it gives your channel visibility during the event. Option 5 is participate in family networking. If you want to connect with other family businesses, family members when it comes to community pay it forward, and supporters, this option's best for you. It's a great way to build relationships and be part of the movement year around. Family networking is the second Thursday of every month, which means it is not this coming up Thursday, but it's next Thursday. And then we're having a special one at 6 o'clock East on February 22nd. So join us for family networking on February 22nd at 6 o'clock East. You can also join us on the 12th at 6 o'clock East. Just reach out to me. Information's down below, and we can send you the link where you can network with the family. The 6th option is volunteering during the event. We need your help. If you want to help behind the scenes, whether it's outreach, social media, event support, or anything else, we would love to have you. We need your help. Just check this box and tell us how you can best help us. Option 7 is donate. If you want to support the mission financially, you can donate through the Community Pay It Forward program, which means you shop with any of our partners. You can send us the receipt telling us, I want to support the mission for Healthy Heroes. We get a portion of what you just purchased. You'll see a place to upload your receipt. Every receipt helps us continue this work, and we appreciate every single one. If you would like to donate just cash, go to the place, and let's make it to where you're not just donating. Let's also give you an option to win a prize, because every time you donate $5 to $10, well, $10, you win a spin, which means you're going to win a slot on the spin option, which means you could land on there and win some wonderful prizes. So option 8 is other. If none of the listed options fit exactly what you're thinking, choose other and tell us how you would like to be involved. We're always open to new ideas and new ways to collaborate. So let us know what your other entails. The third section is donation information. If you're donating items or services, this section lets you visit what you're giving. Okay, the approximate value and your business information. This will help us recognize you properly and make sure your contribution is used effectively. Section 4 is where you share your story. If you selected share my story or be a guest, this section will open up for you. You'll be able to tell us what type of hero or supporter are you, what you'd like to talk about, and any details you want us to know ahead of time. You'll also see links to schedule your live appearance or allow us to record your segment if you cannot be live. We want to make this process as comfortable and supportive as possible. So record it, come on live, whatever fits you best. We know it's on a Sunday this year, and Sundays are a little bit difficult because of family. This is a perfect opportunity to allow your kids to see how to support our heroes, though. So I would suggest, maybe sitting down with your kids for those 22 minutes, and let's see if we can turn those 22 minutes into an hour. If you selected become a sponsor, you will see 4 packages laid out clearly. Each one explains exactly how many hours you'll be featured, where your name will appear or logo, your name or logo will appear, whether you'll be interviewed, and you're going to be interviewed, okay? What visibility you'll receive during the broadcast. So we ask you to choose the package that fits your goals and upload your logo right there in the form. Then you'll see the Wheel of Giving. You'll also see information about the Wheel of Giving. Okay. For a $10 donation, you'll get a spin of the wheel and a chance to win prizes donated by our partners. And what that means is you're going to get a spot on the wheel. And we're going to take and spin the wheel. And if it lands on you, you win that prize that we're already talking about. We really could use some more prizes, folks. We've got a bunch of hats that were donated by Zephyr. We've got not the dog Zephyr, but Zephyr hats. We've also got some books, some paranormal books, and we've got a 1-hour free reading from our dear friend Lynn Sobolski from Wednesday. So you'll get somebody's going to win a 1-hour reading from Lynn. It's a fun way to support the mission, and maybe you'll win something great. Section 7 is joining the giving family. Okay. This is how you can really make the most of your business with the Community Pay It Forward program. If you want to become a giving partner, you'll find links in the guide and how to sign up. You can also schedule time for us to help you fill out your listing if you'd like hands-on support. Section 8 is going to help you record a message. If you want to record a personal message or a sponsorship message or a message of support for our heroes, you can schedule a time or you can upload a recording right in the form. Say, I want to support you, but I don't have time to join you on that day. I'll watch you on that day. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to take my phone, I'd like to hit record and say, hi, this is Zach. I would like to wish all the heroes out there a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you very much for everything you do. From my family to yours, thank you. Thank you. And we support Mission for Healthy Heroes. Click stop, hit the form, hit send. It'll appear on the show. This is a powerful way to be a part of the broadcast, even if you can't join us live. The section 9 is very simply the terms and consent. Okay. At the end of the form, you'll see terms and conditions, agreement. You'll see the SMS consent, privacy policy. Wow, that was harder to say than I thought. And the final submit button. Please take a moment to read these before submitting. You should always do that. So, look, I want to close this podcast out by thank you for taking the time to fill this form out and being part of Mission for Healthy Heroes. Whether you're sharing your story, supporting the mission, volunteering, sponsoring, or simply exploring how you can help us, you're part of something bigger than all of us. You're helping us build a community where no hero stands alone, where families are supported, and where every act of kindness creates a ripple that reaches far beyond this event. We're honored to have you here. We're grateful for your time, and we can't wait to walk with you and have you as part of the mission for Healthy Heroes. I want to thank everybody today for joining us, celebrating the celebrations of the year of February. Again, I want to thank and apologize to everybody. I'm having a terrible head day. So a lot of stuttering, a lot of tripping over my own lips, which is a lot of fun. Um, this is one of the days that I don't like very much, but I enjoy getting to sit here in front of you and celebrate the spirit of the seasons for February. Please, again, if you celebrate one of your holidays, take and join us one of our shows this time of month, and tell us how you celebrate and celebrating one of the February celebrations. That sounded terrible. Sad part is, it sounded terrible in my head before I said it, and I just couldn't figure out another way to say it. So, but please scan the QR code. Become part of the mission of Healthy Heroes. We need your stories. Not just we need your stories, people out there need to hear your stories. It is so important that when you tell what you went through, to remember that there is someone out there going through that exact thing right now. They can hear the things that you tried to do, and they can go, look, that's not me. That's not me at all. I can't sit in a kumbaya circle. I'm not going to take THC. But they also mentioned that they did this other thing, this counseling thing, and this counselor helped them meditate. That sounds more like my jam. This gives them a place that they can go and try things that maybe have never been offered to them. You're offering people a suggestion on how to get out of their situation. That's what Mission for Healthy Heroes is. That is why you are so important. Folks, who is a hero? I asked you to do this last week. I'm going to ask you to do it again. I want you to think of 5 people right now. I'm going to pause for a second. You think of the 5 people who mean the most in the world to you. When one of those 5 people fall ill, when one of those 5 people goes through a hard time, does it affect you negatively? It does. Did they come to you? Maybe not all the time, but every once in a while, did they come to you? If they come to you, you're a hero. People come to other people because they need them. Imagine what we can do if we can make them aware of the people who can actually help them in their time of need. Imagine the good things we can do together. So I beg of you, join us in Mission for Healthy Heroes today. Sponsor us, support us, tell your story, become part of the solution by joining the family. It's up to you. We need you. We need you here. We need you now. What does it look like when you're not sure if your story actually is going to make a difference to people? Well, no, geez, I was going to show you, but I can't find the recording. So, anyway, um, this is our friend Aviva, and we have already recorded her segment. And this is a little bit about what you're going to hear when Aviva talks to people and offers her help to others.
In energy work, energy psychology, you're helping a person understand. We can get a little closer to what that pain is without being overwhelmed, without being frightened, and we can sort of look at it and take care of it. Because the whole thing about PTSD and other avoidance or difficulty in handling a memory is that we're trying to not see it. We're trying to just say, stay over there, stay back there, stay under the surface. And that in itself causes a lot of problems because nature wants to heal. There's healing inherent in nature. So
Hi, my name is Lynn Sobolski, and I'm a giving partner on the Community Pay It Forward program. You may recognize me from Lynn's Day, which is a monthly feature on the third Wednesday where I read live tarot for whoever wants to join us. And so I thought I would take a minute and talk about tarot readings in the context of mental health, because as it turns out, there is a conversation to be had there. So briefly, what the science shows us is that for people who suffer from depression, PTSD, and other mental health issues, their brains undergo physiological changes. There are areas that become less connected, there are areas that shrink, there are areas that become overactive. What science also shows us is that spirituality acts as a protective mechanism for these same structures in the brain. What am I saying? I'm saying that for people who consider themselves spiritual, religious, who have some sort of belief system that is spiritual or religious or mystical, for those people, their brains show the opposite. Their structures are growing and expanding instead of shrinking. Their connections are increased. Their activity is normal versus overactive. And so in the context of tarot readings, if someone is receiving a reading and they're having an experience that is powerful and profound and speaks to their spiritual or religious beliefs, that shift in perspective that they experience during that reading, those moments of wonder and awe specifically target the areas of the brain that are damaged from stress and trauma. And so by creating a dramatic shift in the way someone perceives themselves or their world or their situation, something like a tarot reading actually can set someone up for future improved mental health outcomes. So is there a woo-woo element to tarot? Absolutely. but there is also a scientific element that says a tarot reading can be good for you. Thanks for listening.
And she will be giving live tarot readings at 10 o'clock East on February 22nd. So join Lynn and Adrian, my wife, will be hosting her time as I am taking a little bit of time to eat and walk around so I don't develop a stone in my leg or whatever, a blood clot in my leg for sitting here for 22 hours. So make sure that you join us for Wednesday, and which is going to be coming up right before the event, the Thursday or the Wednesday before the event, and that Sunday, the 22nd. I do apologize for today. I know that this hasn't been an energetic show. I do apologize again. This is one of the bad days I have every once in a while, so I do apologize for that. I want to thank everybody for joining us. And most of all, I beg of you, please use the QR code. Join us for Mission for Healthy Heroes. I'm sure as hell glad that this bad day happened today, not in 20 days. Scan the QR code. Help us out today. Make sure that you participate in some of the celebrations you heard about earlier. Everyone's allowed to be themselves. Let's celebrate individuality. Let's celebrate each other. Let's celebrate the Mission for Healthy Heroes and celebrate you being part of the solution. Please love somebody out there because somebody out here loves you. My name is Zach Clayton, Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels. Thank you very much for joining us. And please, please always remember, if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone, because no one needs to go it alone when we all come together. Thank you very much. We'll see you on Wednesday for Community Impact.